been through the Confident Speaker Live workshop, we teach you different techniques on how to avoid notes and how to remember. I call it the perfect memorization technique.
Oh, thanks for this awesome video.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man.
Wow, I learned quite a lot. I could understand, I learned, and I could see the difference.
So one question I often get from people is, Bishal, can I carry some notes? Can I carry some bullet points and some written things? Can I carry out when I'm actually giving a speech? Can I take it to my presentation? And the answer is no. And let me tell you why. 3 reasons. Number 1, it does not give a good impression. Number 2, if people now focus just on your notes, not on you. And number 3, now you're totally dependent on your notes. So these are the 3 reasons. And if you have been through the Confident Speaker Live workshop, we teach you different techniques on how to avoid notes and how to remember. I call it the perfect memorization technique. Perfect memorization technique is a way to really memorize and internalize your message in the best way, so that you don't have to depend on notes anymore. But let me give you quick 3 tips, okay, that you can use right now to not depend on notes in the next presentation that you're going to give. And I don't know when that is. Maybe you have a presentation tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, maybe 2 days from now, maybe today, but be ready, okay? So first tip I want to give you is have some bullet points written down on a piece of paper and review them before the meeting. So 5 to 10 minutes before the meeting, you take a bulleted notes, like some bullet points that you've written on a note on a piece of paper, and you review that before going into that meeting. So don't do that after entering that room. If it's happening in a boardroom, make sure you're doing it in another cabin. You're just reviewing the notes, and then you just if that's a page that you have, let's say this is the page where you have written down all the notes. After reviewing this, you just damage this and you throw it into a dustbin, and now you go for the presentation, because now you don't have an option to keep it, like dump it into the dustbin. Tip number 1. Tip number 2 is have a logical sense of your points. See, many people keep up notes with them all the time is because they just keep a logical, they don't know logically to remember the points by points. But that's a technique. You can learn more about it in the next video. And the third point I have for you, anytime you forget your point, make sure the audience does not know it. How do you do that? You can just ask a question at that time, like you're forgetting a point, and say, in fact, let me ask you a question, okay, let me get your vote, let me take your view. What do you think about this? Can I get some feedback from you, Raj? And you're taking it to them, but they don't know that you forget the point right now. And while they're answering, you're thinking about the next point. Brilliant technique. It's just part of the 7-step formula of the perfect memorization technique. Just the third point, and we'll talk more about it soon. But don't carry notes, to your presentation. It does not give a good impression, because now, like, if all you have is notes, then why do they need you? They can just have your notes and know all the points, right? So it's all about you. You use your brain, prepare yourself the right way. Make sure that you get some good sleep the night before. Things are going to be amazing for you. That's my tip for you right now. Bishal Sarkar here, always reminding you that confidence is not about perfection. It's all about connection.
Stand up for a champion.